Hey, welcome to my dead channel. This is my fourth time trying to record this video. Last time my whole setup just stopped working. And pretty much just ruined the whole thing, because I gotta do this all in one take, because I ain't got editing software, and I'm doing this on my phone, so, you know, yeah, for 17 subscribers, I don't know, it's not worth me going out and buying, like, a whole, like, Elgato and a mic and stuff like that. I'm not really trying to do this professionally, but either way, I bought a thing on eBay for my last video, $20. It was really good. It was a bunch of Universe 11 stuff. It was a steal, first of all. It was super worth it. And I took that and I made it into a mono yellow Universe 11 deck, and this is the deck profile for it. So let's get right into it. This is the leader. Sorry if there's a glare, it's gonna happen a lot. He's your main man. Like all TOP leaders, you swing, you draw one, and then on his awakened side, at the end of the turn, you switch 2 of your battle cards to active mode that are in Universe 11. And like all other TOP leaders, you restand 2 energy when you awaken. Pretty nice and simple. It's pretty much the whole gist of the deck. Build up an army and just don't let them die. So our first play set of cards is we're going to play for Tupper. He's your searcher. You place him down, search top 3, grab a Universe 11, shuffle your deck. He's good. Whenever you're mulliganing, you want at least one, I'd say. But pretty simple with that. These next few play sets are going to be cards you want to search out with Tupper. Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking right now. Here's the Roach Zorre. He's one of your targets. He's the blocker of the deck. How he works is he's a 2-drop, and when you block with something, so if someone swings at you, you block, and instead of going to the drop area, he stays. So he can just get swung at again. So he's solid. You really don't need many other blockers with the deck, but blockers are very important here, so he's good. Run 4. I was just running any other amount. Next card is Voyon. His effect is going to be used throughout the deck pretty frequently, because it's a really good effect. And it just allows to really just outlive other opponents and just really annoy them. How he works, if you have another Universe 11 in the field, he gains 5k, so he's a 15k beater almost all the time. And then at the end of the turn you restand, so you swing, restand. If you got multiple of these guys in the field, it can be really annoying, because you have your bigger guys, and they'll swing, and be like, alright, 15k, 15k. It's really just to draw out that combo material. I'd run 4 if you run anything less. You're not playing the deck right. Sorry. Really am. Next playset. Little subjective. It's really your personal opinion here. For Kunchi. This is your Self-Awakener. This deck, it's pretty slow. So if you want to speed up Self-Awaken, because it's pretty tanky if you have a lot of cards in your hand. Pretty much once per turn, activate main, choose one of your life, add to your hand, and if you got no Universe 11, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and put it in rest, which is nice, because putting something to rest allows for this man, Seeker Vitality Jiren, to get to work. If you're not running 4, I'm sorry, this card's amazing. You place him down, and you dump 1 yellow card from your hand in the drop area, and choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and rest and KO them. It's crazy. This is how you suppress your opponent and keep them down. So the deck is, you're building up a wall of units, just bam, 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 units, and just, just laying them out, stopping your opponent from attacking them, and then you just slowly whittling down their army to where you can just unleash an onslaught onto their leader. This is the card that pushes that to victory, because you punish them for attacking. And next, we're going to step away from the play sets, and we're going to get 3 Kettle. You can't run them at 4. I don't know. I think he just winds up being energy most of the time. But he's barrier, and if you got 2 Universal 11s or more, he gains 5k double strike, so 20k double strike for a 3-drop. That's nasty. That's really good. I want to run more than 3. You can run 4 if you want, but they wind up just filling up your hand, just wind up being energy. Next, we got 2 Dispos. Swift Warrior Dispo. He is your Freon for the deck. For all blue decks, you got Dispo for Universe 11. You swing up a card, swing, you combo with it, spend 1 energy, and it gets played in rest mode after the fact. He's a 15k beater. It's really just to fill up your field early game, or even late game when you have energy to spare. I wouldn't run more than 2, but it's really just your personal opinion. Late game just winds up being energy, because that's when energy is really important. Next, you have the better Dispo, Infinite Alertness Dispo. This guy's pretty crazy. He's a previous card, if I can find it in the pile. Yeah, he's a better Voyon, just in every way. So he's the guy you want out. You can run 4. I actually would suggest that. You could toss these Dispos out for 4 of these. But I like to have those other Dispos just in case, because sometimes it takes a while to fill your graveyard up, and it might take all game to do so, just because the deck is so tanky. How he works is he's a 2-drop if you have 4 more Universal 11s in the drop, and he's blocker, and at the end of the turn you restand. So you swing, end of the turn restand. So your turn just becomes a blocker Voyon. If you have 4 more in the drop, he's really worth it, I'd say. He's not expensive at all. This whole deck's really cheap. Next, we have 4 Topo and 1 Topo Unleashed. These guys kind of come together as one and make the world go round, So, we're going to start off Topo here. Topo is a big playmaker. This is where just Topo makes just big plays. So when you play him, he's a 4-drop, he's 20k beater. And when you play him, you search top 10, and you choose 2 Universe 11, so energy costs 3 or less, and you play them in rest. Which, I mean, when your deck is mostly, when a bunch of your cards can restand, you'd go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place that down, and you'd be like, ooh, you, bam, and then, oh, I want, a Roach, because I'm feeling a little, hectic right now, and I need some blockers, so, bam, there you go, you just got so much value out of a 4-drop, that's insane. This is my favorite card, no, I wouldn't say that, but it's really good to have. You cannot play the deck without him. He allows those mid-game plays to really just go crazy. And if you're lucky enough to have this in your hand, if you got 5 or 6, like 5 or more energy, this turn, if you have a Topo and Topo Unleashed, it is a playmaker, because you will get 4 units on the field guaranteed. Guaranteed if you have 5 or more energy. So, what you do is you Topo. I'd say, why don't we go you and you, or we could go even better. Actually, no, never mind. But yeah, you pretty much just toss down 2 of your choice. Sorry, I'm trying to organize all this how it was, because if I gotta make another take, it's gonna be a pain in my butt to recycle all these in the right spots. Alright, back to it. So you place him down, you spend 4 energy, and you get your 2 little dudes out, bam, bam, and then you spend 1 more energy. Well, you'd swing first, of course, which is 20k, which is nothing to joke about, They might combo or, take the hit. They spend 1 energy, and EX evolve, and cost that 1 energy, and you dump 3. Ooh, come on, focus for me. You dump 3 from the top of your deck to the drop area. He has blocker and barrier. And when the card evolves from Topo, and you have 8 or more in the drop area, you draw 2 and gains Double Strike Crit. Double Strike Crit, blocker, barrier. Of course, those Double Strike Crit only last for the turn you place him down, but really, after that, the play's kind of done. So, this deck has a lot of quick spurts of plays. It's never consistently dumping out damage, but this is definitely a combo to last, you know. And you can just swing of him, and it's insane, it's crazy. Totally worth getting a Topo Unleashed. If he's really cheap. All these cards are really cheap. I'd say maybe the most expensive would be the 12 and 10 drop, but that's later on in the deck profile. So, next we're going to get to our support cards. You got your super combos. They're simple. If you're 5 or low, you draw 1 and you super combo. Simple, you know, for Universe 11. You know, swing, super combo, draw 1. And plus his effect, you draw. So, very helpful. Yeah, simple. Can't get more complicated than that. Or more simple than that. 3 Ox King Data Heart. This man's insane. So, what he does, maybe a lot of swap yellow players might know this, but all battle cards, all other battle cards, with energy cost of 3 or less, gain barrier. Let me check. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, 7 of those play sets get barrier, man. Like, that's insane. Just to have this guy in the field, just 1, is amazing, because that prevents a lot of decks destroying things. But Kami doesn't care. The 1-drop Black Kami, he just doesn't care. He ignores barrier. But this deck's just completely susceptible to Shenron and set 5 stuff, so it's a little outdated. But Ox King Data Heart, it is so solid. You do want up using them as energy, or at least I do, and who cares? As long as you got one in the field, it really doesn't matter. I'd suggest maybe keeping one in your hand just in case you get desperate. You got your 10 drop, your 10 drops, man. I don't like this guy. To be completely frank, I don't like this guy at all. He's annoying. He's so annoying to draw early game, and especially when you mulligan. He's quadruple strike, and for each Universe 11 in your battle area, drop his cost by 1. Very inconsistent. One day it might be like, dude, this guy costs like 1 energy, and it's like amazing. But like, I've never had that happen. But most time it's like, oh, subtract 3 or something like that. And he's a better version of the 3-drop, which KOs 2 rest mode. This guy, choose all opponent's battle cards and energy in rest mode and put him in the drop. This guy's going for game. If you get him out, you're pretty much sealing the deal. But I suggest running 1, to be completely honest. But that's because you want to run 1, because I do not have 4 of these. If I had 4 of these, I'd only run 1 of these. Because these guys, the 12 drop, is even better for a game ender, and just much more consistent. He's deflect, quadruple strike, and if you have 9 or more in the drop, or Universe 11 in the drop, drop him by 6, so he becomes a 6 cost. And this card's attack cannot be countered or blockered, so they have to out-combo it. And it's 40k, so at that point you're already dropping all the stuff you got in your field to combo on it. It's a game bender. You know, what can you do? If you get one of them out, you're pretty much already pressuring your opponent. But I think that's all the battle cards. So now we're fully onto extra cards. Forkatot Zone. This is Universe 11's negate. You negate the attack and you put one battle card in rest. This stops onslaughts like a madman. This stops plays. Really good. It's my favorite card in the deck. I love it. Play 4. You're doing something wrong if you don't. Next, we got 2 Battering Laser. So if you're running Explosive Jiren, go on, my guy, and play 3 or 4, because you have a leader that swings for Quadruple Strike. But for this, it's rare when this card's actually useful. It winds just being energy. I took him down from 3 because I wasn't able to use it once in my last locals. So, you know, I'd suggest running it no matter what, because you can use it on Kettle, you can use it on Topo Unleashed. There's cards that you can Battering Laser. But I wouldn't suggest running. I wouldn't suggest running 4, and I wouldn't suggest only running 1. 2 or 3 is good. Yeah. And then for the final card in the deck, Flying Nimbus. If you can, get this card to 4. But I can't. So because I can't find it anywhere to trade. So yeah. This card's pretty common. You know, you negate the attack, you dump 1 yellow card from your hand, and your opponent can only attack 1 more time during the battle, with all battle cards for the duration of the turn. So, if you negate the leader attack, they can only attack with 1 more battle card, and the rest of their units are completely useless for the turn, and they can't attack at all. So yeah, that's it. The deck's solid, it's super cheap. I think the most expensive cards you'll get in here is that, this guy, this guy. I'm trying to see through what may be the most expensive. Maybe him, I don't think so. All these hero combinations are like 25 cents, maybe 45. Yeah, that's really it. All these are like the only cards that may have some price, and I think this is the most expensive. These guys, he is from the collection box, so he may be like $2 or $3, maybe $4. He's somewhere around there. I don't know. This guy, I don't know. But yeah. So that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed. For those who all watch my videos, the few that do, Smite stuff. I don't know, sorry I stopped streaming, but it became really hard to stream because my Wi-Fi just couldn't handle it anymore. But I'll try and do it some more. I have kind of slowed down on Smite, but I'll try it maybe sometime soon. But who knows? Don't really expect any videos anytime soon, but you know, something like this, some more Dragon Ball Super stuff. If I get some cool and new, I'll show y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks. Peace. Deuces.